This is not going to be everybody's message, okay? This is not going to be for everyone. I'm hearing like clear and concise, like accurate. So, for whoever this message is, okay, whoever I'm speaking to, for whoever resonates with this particular message, there's something here about like you going through certain situations that you shouldn't have gone through, okay? And you're gonna be like, girl, that's my whole life. No, we're talking about something in particular, okay? Spiritual gangsters, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Monte and this is the Cosmic Creation 144. Don't forget to hit that like button. That subscribe button is greatly appreciated. Also, remember, in the description box, I leave you the link to my other channel and the link to my Cash App if you would like to donate. Thank you all. Oh my God. Maybe that's what, okay. Okay. Thanks to those who have already donated to the channel. Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Listen, let's get into it, y'all, because we need to get into this.
Do you have any more paper towels in the back?
I think so. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so oh, hold on. Why does this keep like? Okay, hold on. So I was sitting here, right, scrolling on YouTube, and I saw an announcement for a show. Yeah, what's his name thought it was that. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So I'm talking to those that have a really faded memory. Like, it's almost like your memory is non-existent. Okay, it's like you don't have one. Like, it's almost like you just remember like shots, right, or specific moments, or bits and pieces, right? Or it's almost like, oh, this happened to me when I was 7, but how did that happen to you? I don't know. I just know it happened, kind of situation. Okay, so if that's already resonating with you, this is going to be your reading. Again, this is not going to resonate with everybody. I feel like this is a group of particular chosen ones that have gone through this situation that I'm about to talk about. So if you went to like a boarding home, I don't know what that is, or a boarding school, daycare, I heard factory. I don't know, maybe like you were I don't know, like you lived in a factory or you were working in a I don't know, but I did hear the confirmation. I did hear the word factory. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit just made it clear. So in your mind, you're like, oh yeah, I went to boarding school when I was 7, right? But it wasn't a boarding school. It was a factory for kids specifically. Okay. If you went to a boarding home, boarding school, daycare, or if you had some form of medical issue, right? Like for example, let's say for me, because I feel like this is my message as well, y'all. Okay? I'ma just keep it all the way a buck. What? Wait, okay. I'm sorry, my kids got up. So I grew up knowing that I have seizures. Okay? I'm epileptic. Okay? I grew up being told that. Okay? At no point in time were they like, here's the paperwork that the doctor diagnosed and said. Okay? And I don't know if that has to do with my memory loss or with what the fuck I'm about to talk about. Now, I'm going to let you know, though, I may or may not use the cards, okay, depending on how we're going to do with time. But I feel like Spirit really wants to talk about this, so I'm just saying. Yeah, so, yeah, if you don't want it without the cards, then you can go ahead and click off. I literally heard that. If you don't want it without the cards, it's cool. You can go. Yeah, so I was raised being told that. And I remember getting, like, studies on me. But being told, right, they were trying to, like, determine where it was coming from because, nobody in my family had it. And supposedly my mother, right, she got them. But wow, this is very interesting. She stopped having them when she turned 7. No, I'm lying. She got them when she was 7. And by the time she was 15, they stopped. And I got it when I turned 15 and they're still going. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going? Okay. I hope you guys are catching what I'm putting down, okay? Because it's a certain way that these things have to be said without saying everything. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's why I said it is only going to resonate with a few. Okay? So if you ever went to any of these places, like I said, a boarding home, a boarding school, daycare, if you had some type of hold on. You guys, the interruptions are unreal. Somebody doesn't want me to talk about this because I feel, again, not a lot of you know, because a lot of you have had your memory erased. Layla! You've had your memory erased. Okay? You've, whatever place that you went to, okay? If you went to camp, right? Again, a daycare, a boarding home, a boarding school, they were part of, or if you were told that you had some type of medical issue. Layla! It was a lie. You didn't have anything wrong with you. And whoever was like whoever was like the owner or whoever worked at these places, they were in collaboration, they were in cahoots with whoever sent you there. I wrote siblings and parents and fake all together. Okay? So whoever sent you to these places, you're not even related to them. That's the reason why they were sending you there. Okay? This is somebody who wanted to control your mind. They wanted to control the way you move, the way you act, the way you talk, the way you whatever. They wanted to control your mind so you can be able to be in like a very low vibing energy towards where they can siphon off of you, they can manifest off of you, basically even do a good old destiny swap, right? And just have you sacrifice you basically, right? But they needed you like this first. So I feel like they started attacking your mind. So, like I was saying in the beginning, I was scrolling right on YouTube and I saw an ad for a show called CeeLo, right? Confirmation. Maybe watching that show could be beneficial. I did see that there's 3 seasons out. So, I mean, anything that makes it past the first season, right? I would love to say that it's a hitter. But 3 seasons is pretty good. So I was like, but what drew my attention to it was the picture that they used to promote it. It was like a man's head, right? But you can see on the inside of his head, and there's somebody like running stairs. That immediately gave me some type of mental problem, mental issue, like somebody's mental is like running. It's like on, it never stops. There's no break, right? Their mind is always running, it's always racing. And I feel like that was, I don't know if that was you, and that's what they would do to erase what was going on in this place. So I don't really understand it. I just saw the little trailer of it, but from what I get, they're secluded somewhere. Again, factory. There's a group of people are secluded somewhere. The people that are watching them are saying things like, hopefully they don't find out the truth. Or hopefully they never find out why we're here. Or hopefully they never find out that this is happening. And they're like, what's happening? Or the person that they tell it to always says something like that, right? But they never say what's happening. See what I'm saying? So you could have been like, oh yeah, it was camp. I used to go to camp every year, but why don't I remember nothing about camp? Oh yeah, my mom, my dad would always send me to fucking boarding school every summer, and I grew up with nuns and shit. Oh yeah? How was it? And you fucking don't remember. Because it wasn't that. It wasn't that. They would, if you had like, again, some type of medical issue, maybe you've been on a medication that you don't need to be on, 44 on the time. I've been on medication since I was 15. That's what I remember at the age that I received my very first seizure. And I've been having them ever since. And nobody can say where they're coming from, what triggers them, or why do those certain things trigger it. Because it shouldn't trigger it, and it does. Okay? It's very odd. So I'm hearing like misdiagnosis. It's what it is, because it's not that. So that's what I'm saying. You could have been told that. You grew up being told lies. It was a fucking lie. The first thing I wrote was lost memory. You don't have. I'm hearing recollection. You don't recall. You don't remember. It's like you don't know like a full story about your life. You know like tiny little pieces of it. Like flashbacks, like just momentarily. And so whoever it was that sent you there, whether it's a sibling or a parent, it doesn't matter. Whoever sent you to these places, they lied to you your whole entire life. Everything that came out of their mouth was a lie. If you said things like, Like, if you're like, did you celebrate my birthdays? And they're like, oh, hell yeah. We always had this, that, and blah, blah, blah. So amazing. So, you would grow up thinking that this person was so great. You would grow up thinking like, oh my God, right? My mom is so fucking awesome. She celebrated my birthday with fucking bells and whistles every year. And this bitch probably never did shit. But because your memory was like basically non-existent, this person was, I just saw the Truman Show. I've never seen that movie. Okay, so that could be significant here. Okay, basically this person was writing out your life story on account of how they were manipulating it, and you had basically no control over self, over you. Maybe things happened to you that shouldn't have happened to you if you're a feminine. Okay. So I saw that, right? And I was like, wow, so I went in and saw the trailer, and basically that's what those people kept saying. But then there's that one that is everybody's hope, that is gonna help escape, right? Because for whatever reason, like they get out or something like that, and people are still toxic, and there's people that are just like, I don't know, like they're trying to make what it looked like to me, like they're trying to make them believe like the outside is bad, like us on the outside, it's bad, so it's better to stay secluded in here with your kind. And it's not that you have a kind, it's the fact that you're just, I feel like she's in there.
She's still, but like, we're gonna end.
What if the back, I'm sorry guys, hold on one second.
That's what
and so I was like, maybe you thought they were telling you that every time you went to camp, or every time you went to daycare, or every time you went to boarding school or whatever, it was the best time of your life. You always asked to go. When you were like, no the fuck I didn't. I did not want to leave. I did not want to leave my house. So it's giving like the older you got, the more you started to find your voice. Okay? And the more you started to find your voice, you started to find your voice. So now it wasn't only coming after your mind, it was coming after your mouth. So they needed you like damn near brain dead and not being able to talk, like a vegetable for them. That's how they needed you. But now you're growing up, right? And you're starting to talk, you're starting to say things. And this person, like, little by little started losing control. Okay? And they've officially lost control. I mean, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if that is the gist of this show, right? Oh, because also there was a scene where a guy says like she was burnt. She was getting like fried. They were like, she was standing in fire for a certain amount of time and didn't get burnt. For some of you, that could be significant, like an actual fire, like you escaping some type of fire incident, okay? But that fire incident, it wouldn't have done nothing to you anyways because of who you are. I hope you guys are understanding me. Because of who you are. I feel like that one person in that show is you. I wrote cat situation, so I was actually going to film this earlier, And my son came in and he was like, Mom, we found kittens, right? And I was like, oh my goodness, they were hiding under my trash can. And they got so spooked that one of them like dipped out and went under my fence. But my dog was in the backyard, and so my dog bit the cat. And so me and my daughter reacted hella fast, came to the backyard, saved the little kitten, right? And no lie, y'all, I thought that little cat was gone. But no, I dropped the cat to make sure that it was like moving. And yeah, the cat was fine and everything. So that's the energy. Whoever this person is, I feel like they've been trying to unalive you. Hurry up. For the past couple of years. They have been trying to unalive you and unalive you and unalive you. And maybe if you're like, oh yeah, I remember my grandma's house caught on fire. Like they left the stove on. And no, sweetheart, if you were there, you were supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Along with that fire. Okay? That's what it feels like. But you are free from this person. And not only are you free, you're awakening now to what happened, to what really happened, to who you really are, to what you're really meant to do here. Okay? I feel like this person didn't want you to say anything. That's why they were like erasing. Okay, thank you, Spirit. They were erasing your memory. And not only that, when they would erase your memory, right? I'm sorry. Yeah, when they would, by the time you already were like grown, when you would like have those little flashbacks, right? Like, for example, if you say like, dang, Ma, you always say you celebrated my birthday, but I don't remember none of that. Well, yeah, it's because you always say that you don't know why, but you don't remember anything. Yeah, I know. That's so random. It's so crazy that you can't remember one thing. But they knew why. Okay? Or if you would say things like, oh yeah, I remember one time at camp, right? Such and such did something to me that they weren't supposed to do. And this parent was like, oh, you shouldn't be going and accusing people, right? If you don't really remember or if you don't really recall, right? She would say things like that. This parental, whoever they are, they would say things like that. Bruh, look at that. Siblings. And I was just about to talk about this sibling. Maybe your sibling pretended to be understanding. Look, yep, for your destiny, for your future. I told you. Okay. So yeah, they're like, she would respond like that, whoever this parental is. Oh my God, y'all. Yeah, so yeah, she would say things like that, like, oh, you're delusional, you're crazy because, you know, you don't have a memory, so you can't really say that that's the truth because you don't remember shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it was like, the way I get the energy is very, wow, I just heard narcissistic. So this could have been a narcissistic parent. We got rejection, abandonment, desertion, left behind. Okay. We got here.
Okay.
We got intuition,
That's the last
fortune
one,
telling,
okay?
divination. Fortune, abundance, and luck. What's that? Adaptability. else we got? Spirit. Children, creation, investments. Expose, bear, and reveal. Maybe this is what they... I'm sorry, my dog is tripping. Layla. Tito. Layla. This person, this is what they do. They go mostly for children. Ya, ahí está metida, bro. Ya la escuché que lloró. Y esta ya sin más le hace...
Yeah, it's because I'm just shivering right now because it's all cold. So.
Oy. Okay. No te voy a decir,
Yeah,
mete.
once you do that, we're gonna put Layla outside.
Yeah.
Your roommate.
So this is what they do. Like this is like a normal day at the office. Hold on, you guys. It's a regular day at the office, and I feel that they go towards chosen children. This is what they go for. Because it's for their intuition, for their fortune telling, for their divination, for their gifts. They want them for their gifts. So they start messing with them. They start killing their spirit since they're children. They start fucking with them since they're children. So by the time they get to be adults, right, or something like that, or even like young adults, they're shattered inside, right? And so some of them could pick up alcohol, some of them could pick up drugs, some of them can pick up gambling, some of them could be promiscuous, some of them could be wandering the streets, right? Some of them could be like doing so much stuff, right? Because they're lost in that moment, right? They don't know, like they're just filled with trauma. On purpose. They were filled with trauma on purpose. They was meant to go that way by these people. This is what they wanted. Because they wanted your destiny and they wanted you to be rejected, abandoned, deserted, and left behind. This is, you see what I'm saying? I told you, a good old destiny swap. Okay? But this could have been happening. This person could have started working on you since you were a child. And this person now is fucking getting exposed. Even for this fucking business that they got going. Because it's a business. This is what they do. They test kids and see if they're chosen or if they have some type of spiritual gift. They test them to see what they can basically get out of them. And we're talking about spiritual, what they can get out of them. You're just going to be happy and gratitude that this is coming out into the light. Or you could be the one that's exposing these people, whoever they are. You could be exposing them. That's another way I'm looking at it with children and exposure. Like you can be like, no, bitch. Spirit is bringing me my memory back. I call back my memory. Okay? I call back my memory. All of it. I call back my memory. And no, I'm not crazy. I'm not. I know what the fuck I'm saying. Yeah, and this person, you could be exposing this person, bro. So again, like that show in Silo. I'm so sorry, I don't know. But I told you, right? They had that one girl that was gonna get everybody out, right? Or that was gonna be their hope of freedom to get out of there, wherever they were at. And maybe there's a lot of chosen, right, that have gone through certain situations, or have gone through the things that I've said, right, that have been in boarding school and daycares. Maybe you used to go to a daycare that was like overnight, right? Or you used to go to a daycare just for the hell of it. Maybe your parents didn't even work because they had it like that, right? But they were sending you off to daycare because they didn't want to deal with you. I'm so sorry if this is triggering, okay? But that's what I'm getting. All these chosen children were basically you guys, I'm telling you, the interruptions are unreal. My phone started saying that it was full of storage when I have hella storage. We got illusionist. Yeah, you see? What? No, that didn't happen to you. Like, you can't say that happened, right? If you say that you don't have a memory. Like, that doesn't make sense. You sound crazy. This person was like creating some type of illusion, good and bad at the same time. Like, this person wanted you to speak highly of them, so they would like boost themselves up to you, right? Again, like I said, oh, mom, did you celebrate my birthday? Every year with bells and whistles and animals and flying monkeys and flying ponies, right? Yeah, I hope you guys caught that, right? Flying ponies, right? And little ant farms, and I don't know, whatever the fuck, right? But it was a bold-faced lie. It was a lie. It was so then you can go, like, for example, if this was in high school, you tell your friends, like, oh my God, my mom said that last year. My birthday was so dope. But you just sounded silly because you're like, bitch, how do you not remember nothing from last year? And because you didn't. So you could be exposing this person, dude. Yeah, look, mind games, manipulation, trickery, confusion. I'm hearing like this person didn't want you to like know what your destiny was. Yeah, a Sigma, independent, intelligent, fearless, strong, silent, and mysterious. They didn't want you to discover this about yourself. This person knew that you were destined. I mean, you're a chosen child of God. They're destined to be known, recognized, to shine, stars. Woof. Well, I felt that one, okay? They're born for that. Look, in cahoots, secret collaboration, dark alliances. What did I say? Wherever you were sent, they were in cahoots with whoever this parental sent you. If it was your grandma, if it was your auntie who sent you, I just heard the Philippines, I don't know, to the boarding school and said like, oh, well, it's because you're misbehaving. Look, promiscuity. You see what I mean? Like, it was a lie. And wherever they sent you, to that boarding school, to that camp, to that daycare, it was a factory of kids being tested on, okay? And their memories being like wiped clean, okay? But Spirit said, not today. Not today. This person's getting exposed. However, they're getting exposed, but they're getting exposed. Either you're doing it, the divine is helping you. However, it is their time to shine, boo-boo. They wanted the shine. They wanted the light, right? They wanted your light. They wanted their little 15 seconds of fame. They about to get it. And for all the reasons that they did not want to be in. Okay? This person's about to, we got demonic, nefarious, diabolical bondage. Okay, this is going under like fortune telling, divination. We got Aquarius here. Child. Unconditional love. Going under children, investments. Yeah. You know, for some of you, it didn't matter what they were putting you through. Confirmation. It didn't matter what they were putting you through. You never got bitter. Look, we got attachment, toxic cords, negative karmic energy, bad habits. But you see, that shit's ripping. It's busting through. And that's going under exposure. This is what I'm saying. This person has lost total control of everything. They have no control. That's it. It is over. This person has to let it go. It is done. Whatever ride they've been on with manifesting off of chosen children, 444 on the time, it is over. It is done. And this shit is getting exposed. This could even have like national news. We have knowledge here. Okay? Like this could be something that's just, it's like gonna be in the news. Like this is not, I'm hearing like organization. This is not just any old organization. I don't know. Okay? There's a lot that ties into this. But it's the dark. It's the darkness. At the end of the day, that's what it is. And you are able to shine your light of love through this darkness. Never once, if you got weary, I'm hearing, if you cried, if you thought it was over, if you thought that this was never going to end and that you were always going to have to not know who you are and where you come from. Nope. That is not how it's going to go down. It is going to go down the total opposite, with you vindicated and these people paying for what they've done. Not just to you, to a lot of chosen children. Okay? We got fraud on the bottom of the deck. Just saying. Candle magic. I saw it on the bottom of the deck, and here it is again. Look at that. We got it. Oh, that's Witchy's sister right there. Self-doubt, envy, insecure. Look. Coercion, corruption, bribe. The fuck? It's just like, this is giving, I'm hearing palms need to be grazed. Have you ever seen that movie, The Temptations? When they're like, interesting. Maybe you do have some type of fortune, some type of money. Okay? So not only did you come with spiritual gifts, you came with a family inheritance. Okay? So, confirmation. I'm hearing like you were big. Like you were the juicy fish. You know, we had that fish. Oof, that one over there, a big one. Juicy as fuck. You. Because you came with a lot of spiritual gifts, a lot of spiritual knowledge, ancient knowledge, old knowledge, I'm hearing. Okay? And not only that, you came with an inheritance, an ancestral inheritance that you have, like money. Because in that movie, they get a manager, right? We got Witchy's sister again. They get a manager, and they're like, hold up, if we like singing, right? And we go into all these concerts and whatnot, why aren't we getting paid? Right? And so when they confront her, like, where's our money? And she's like, what you mean, where's your money? Like, palms need to be greased. You know, this has to get paid. That has to get paid. And they're like, that's it? Like, where's our money? And she's like, what's up with the third degree? You feel me? Like, y'all don't trust me and whatnot. But I feel like that's what could have been happening. Because basically she was stealing their money, right? Until they basically cut her off. But so that could be significant. Okay, so you come with ancestral money. You come with money, bruh. I can't make it up. Look, intellectual death. I can't make it up. They wanted to, like, maybe you do something, some type of divination, right? Look, we got worker, job, business. Yeah, maybe you have your own business of some type of form, some kind of form of divination. And this person could have been manipulating people, tricking people, and like making them believe that they were the one with those gifts that you had to work in. And if you do have something, this person could be saying things like, oh yeah, I taught them. It's because of me. They know that because of me. Look, knowledge and Libra. They know that because of me. I taught them that. I'm the one that showed them. You know, the collective is copying me. You know, she's not, I'm getting, like, she's not original. Yeah. Look at that. Scarcity. And they was going in reverse, y'all. Siblings in reverse. Maybe your siblings knew that this shit was happening and they didn't do shit about it. Bruh, we got, what did I say? I do what the collective does. I was the first one to do it. The collective is the copycat. So whoever this person, this parental is, they were copying you. They're your copycat. This mother figure, this is a feminine that is envious and jealous and very hateful towards you, another feminine. Okay? This is somebody that really, really dislikes you, collective. This person just, every time, like this okay, thank you, Spirit. Spirit is showing me the image of that show that I showed you, right, with the head of a man, but you can see inside his head, and it was those stairs, and I told you that person was like coming up, you know, just going round and round. This person, that's how much they think about you throughout the day. There is no break. You are on this person's mind 24/7. And they say really mean and hateful things when you come to their mind. Every time you come in, it's like just hate. 11:11 on the time. They hate you. I don't know how else to say it. Spirit, I even saw the word right now. I just saw the word. Because you're friendly, helpful, non-confrontational, reliable. Okay? Caution, warning, danger. You know now. Ugh. I said it was narcissistic. Oh my God, Aquarius. That's twice, y'all. This Aquarius. My ear is getting hot. We got projection, regret, and theft. Don't regret it now. If you would have had the money, you wouldn't be regretting shit now, would you? Right? You got Scorpio here. Divine Feminine. I don't know why I'm getting this, okay? There could be a Scorpio somewhere, right? That they're going through the exact same thing. Meaning, like, I'm not saying, right, that their mama ain't their mama. No, but what I am getting is, like, this person could also be detaching from some type of toxicity. Like I said, maybe they had medical issues, or they went to some type of camp, right? And my light just turned off. Okay, so hold on. Okay. That they could be also detaching from something. They're exposing something. Before the light came off, I was gonna say this could be something like that happened in church. Cause I'm seeing those, I don't know what they're called, okay? But when you're working with the when you're working with the Father, right? To do your first communion. I forgot what they're called. They sit on the altar with the Father and everything as he preaches and blah, 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 blah. But I'm seeing that. So maybe there's like a Scorpio that was like involved in church, like Catholic church. That's what that is. And I know that because I've done my first communion as well, but it's Catholic. Okay, so maybe this Scorpio, something happened.
Sorry, why?
Oh, but you see, something happened to this person, to this Scorpio, when they were maybe like, again, thinking, oh, well, I'm going to become a father, I'm going to become a priest, right? I'm going to become this, I'm going to become that. So I should go to the church and do this and do everything I need to do, right, to be that. And maybe something happened there, and that could have broke this person. Again, right, remember, like I said, it's a group, it's a specific group of chosen. Okay, and I ain't knocking church or none of that, but y'all be knowing, okay? We don't even need to get into it. Y'all be knowing. So yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. And I'm also getting like this Scorpio could be exposing this by talking about it as well. So maybe this is what it is. Like I said, right? These people wanted you to be like, have no memory and to shut the hell up. And now all of that is coming up to the surface. Your whole memory, and you ain't shutting up for nothing. 555 on the time. Yep, it's time for a change. It's time for a change. You don't shut up nothing. You talk however you want to talk. You talk whenever you want to talk, however you want to talk it, to whoever you want to say it. You ain't scared of nothing. Maybe before you were shy. Maybe like a very, very shy person. Maybe this person would always tell you like, oh yeah, you were such a good baby. You never said anything. You never misbehaved. You were such a good baby. Yeah, because they had you like this. Okay, under heavy candle magic. Okay. It's heavy manipulation. Garden. The Garden flew on top of Dark Alliance and Collaboration, but it was almost going like in reverse. I feel like Light Team, I feel like they don't have protection. Whoever these people are, they don't have protection. Like, this is happening because it's happening. I feel like this is another reason why, like, it's because they're chained to this guy here. You know what I'm saying? Or like their Dark Alliances, their Dark Collaboration was with this guy here. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just say, okay, well, it didn't work out. We'll just leave it alone now. Nah, it's like, hold up, where you think you going? Yeah, where do you think you going? You having the victory here? Okay? Who is this parental spirit? Who is this parental? That's what I want to know. Who's this parental spirit? Of course. Who is this parental? I just saw travel. Don't tell me this person is planning on traveling to come and find you or something. Like, what? Now I'm hearing one way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way. Hello? And poverty, please help. One way or another. No, thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. You got courthouse on the bottom? No, thank you. They're trying to avoid going to jail. Or somebody might call you from jail. And they might need you to bail them out. But they're broke. They have no money. They need your money. I don't know. Layla. Healer, entity attachment, self-love, imprisonment. I can't. I'm telling you. With that bliss card that we saw on the bottom of the deck, yeah, somebody's. I told you, you don't get to just say, well, it didn't work out. We weren't able to, sacrifice the healer because, her ass decided to find self-love and to put herself first, right? Like, how dare she? So we couldn't sacrifice her the way we wanted to take her destiny. So I'll see you later. No. Excuse me. Where do you think you're going? I told you, somebody just might call you from fucking jail. Yeah. I know. Community and the veil. Bruh. Oh, because you know what it is. Right? You know how they operate. You know how they operate. You know it's a lie. You know it's just manipulation. It's just like oh yeah, I'm in jail. You know what? This is even giving like low-key setup. Like this person would just do some petty shit to go to jail so that they can say like, oh my God, I'm in jail. I need your help. But it's a stunt. That's what they do. There's a whole ass community involved. Remember, they don't work alone. They never work alone. There's always hella bitches involved. And I mean, if we're talking about a daycare, boarding school, a boarding home, right? Medical issues, a camp, it's a lot of energies, right? But they're all operating, in the lower one. But you're like, bitch, no. I know how every single, I know my sister ain't shit. I know my brother ain't shit. My mama ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You know. You do not wish to help. You know that they are manipulated. You just don't give a shit. I'm sorry, boo. You're in jail. Figure out. You put yourself in jail. You figure out the way to get out. Okay? Good luck with that. God bless. And that'll be a wrap. It's a wrap. What else we got, Spirit? Enamored and trusted. What is that? Intuitive Kev. You could be having a counterfeit coming your way. Okay? Talking about, oh, I think you're nice. I really, really like you. Use your intuition, okay? Y'all saw how that flipped? Yeah. Expectation, yeah. Use your intuition. I did see the ritual card. Okay, maybe this person is going to be doing some type of ritual to get you to say yes. Also, speaking of ritual, look at that. We got love spell. Also, the fuck? Commitment and divinity. Hold on. Hold on, let me get one more. Leila. You could be having love coming in. I'm also getting like the energy could be shifting, y'all. I'm also getting another way I'm looking at this with this poverty card and this hello. There could be somebody that admires how well you handle a situation. Maybe you're struggling right now, right? Maybe things are not be as easy as you would like them to be, right? But you still keep pushing, you still keep moving. Right? Maybe there's a whole ass community that's observing you, that sees that with the veil, and that you don't give a fuck. Right? You're like, it's cool, I'm down today, but I won't be down tomorrow, right? But I feel like there's somebody in particular that is like seeing that. This is somebody that admires that about you, enamor. You can trust how this person is feeling, okay? I don't know why with this expectation card I'm getting like where you've been all my life type of energy, because we do have Starseed and Intuitive Kev. So you guys could already be together in the 5D. And right now I feel like this person is like, okay, when? At what point? Like when? Or maybe this is you. Right? You're like, okay, when? Like I already know he's feeling me. Why he ain't say nothing? Okay? But I feel like you guys are about to. Look at that. Yeah. You guys are about to line up together. Yeah. With that expectation card in between Intuitive Kev and Starseed, like that's what it's giving. I feel like intuitively somebody knows, and then the 5D somebody feels that energy already. Okay? So you both could be feeling this energy. That's crazy, right? Who is this parental? Who is this dumbass parental? What's going to happen to this parental? Chakras. Under enamor. Maybe Spirit, we already said what we had to say about that. I just saw animosity. Divination. Opposition. Well, yeah, we know that. Or maybe this parental keeps getting readings on you. We got travel. Maybe because this person already maybe this person done got their green light from Spirit, like to be able to come in already, so they're traveling towards you. There's somebody evil-eyeing the shit out of it, though. Because maybe somebody's being left behind in poverty, okay? Yeah, we got protection and Earth Angel. Starseed, Earth Angel, bruh. Shit. I know why they evil eye in it. And Starseed and an Earth Angel. Yeah, I know why they mad, because you done changed. Everything's changed. They're pissed. After this, we're going to pull some tarot. Oh, I just saw Rich Girl and Karmic Femme. And we're going to call it, y'all, okay? This one. Thank you. Ritual. House. On the bottom of the deck here. We have victory on the bottom here. So let's just pull some intuitive tarot. Look at that. We have emotional manipulation in reverse. They can't do that shit to you no more. Right? Not to you. Right? They had to do all types of tricks. Right? White magic flew out. All types of tricks. Right? To keep you that way. But nope. Spirit said not today. It's about time she start remembering who she is, where she comes from, right? Who her real parents are, right? We got the Hermit, yeah. Again, white magic. Maybe you've been asking for the truth. Okay? Spirit's like, all right, you want it? I'm about to give it to you. We got karmic connection. Spirit's like, all right, I hope you're ready. This might be heavy, collective, okay? Because, I mean, if you resonated with going to these places, right, or not having a memory, and then people telling you, like, oh, it's because you smoke hella weed. Oh, it's because you did hella drugs. Oh, it's because, yeah, you were an alcoholic, remember? You know, if this parental always said some stupid-ass shit like that, it was because they were just piling on the trauma, okay? They were piling it on, okay? Look, the sun... And we have up in the clouds. Yeah, they were piling up the drama to keep you confused, to keep you like always guessing. Never having like a, oh yeah, you threw me a birthday party when I was 10. How was that? Who was there? You're just always asking like just questions. I told you already. I already celebrated your birthday when you were 10. Yeah, get over it. But this person had no detail, no nothing. Yeah, there's a reason for that. Because it was a fucking lie. Everything they ever said was a lie. If they always talked about how much they sacrificed for you, it was a lie. They didn't sacrifice a motherfucking thing. Yeah. Ace of Cups, Five of Swords, and false person. You see what I mean? This person pretended to love you as like their child, as like their own. And they didn't. They did not. They did not. They were fake as fuck. I told you, right? What did I put? I put sibling, parent, fake. This can make you cry, collective. Okay? Finding out. Even if you're like, oh yeah, my mama ain't shit. I already know that. Whatever you're about to find out regarding this factory situation, your memory situation, it might hurt your feelings. Okay? It's about to hurt your feelings, I just heard. It's about to hurt your feelings. This could be happening already. Nine of Swords. They're confused on how they're, like, I'm hearing, like, takedown. Like, how did we get taken down? Who's, like, yeah. 10 of Swords. How did she find out? Twin Flame? How did she find out that we did this, that we were behind this the whole time? Or your twin flame betrayed you, became a part of this situation? I don't know. The Six of Cups. Yeah, your past person could have been a part of this situation. So, again, this parental could have been working you like this since you were a kid, right? And you were already so badly damaged by this parental that when this ex came in, it was like a free fall. You were going to be basically obsessed with this karmic, whoever this ex is. You were going to be obsessed with them. Why? Because all they had to do was show you a little tiny bit of love and you would have been cool with it. But this person was fake, right? And they were trying to win at all costs, just like this parental. Okay? They had you confused. They were confusing you, and not only that, they were betraying you. They were lying to you. They were stealing from you. They were cheating from you. You know, like cheating on you. Everything. All for some change. All for some change. Divine guidance in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this person might have laid it on thick. A love bomber. Yeah. We do have the Hermit here. So the Divine could have told this ex, like, bruh. This is giving what I posted earlier, the video I posted earlier, or the one I made yesterday, pues, where I was saying that there was a masculine that was being warned by the divine not to come for a divine feminine, and they didn't listen. They did it anyway. So this person knew that all they had to do was love bomb the hell out of you. Why? Because this parental had damaged you so much that you would have accepted anything. Like I said, became obsessed with this person and giving them anything. So okay, thank you, Spirit. They continued the pattern. So this parent, or this parental, right, they still wanted to have some type of control still. So they sent in this karmic masculine. This could be, remember yesterday how I said, like, oh, this person listened to somebody else. It's that parental, that karmic femme that came out yesterday is this parental. Okay, it's this parental. And so they had done quite a number on you already, you know. And so this masculine was supposed to come in and finish the job, and they didn't. They couldn't. They couldn't. Okay, they were supposed to. They couldn't. Queen of Pentacles, yeah. I told you. They were supposed to gain some type of money. Something was supposed to happen towards where the money would have been given to them. So if, for example, right, if this parental had a certain amount of time to be able to steal this money from you from when you were a child, and now that you're an adult and they still couldn't steal it, then now they send in this flying monkey, which is this fucking ex-lover, right? This ex-partner. And he's going to do it. He's going to mentally manipulate you, emotionally manipulate. Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords, right? Like, he's just going to throw you in a blender and just hit frappe over and over. Confirmation. And hit confirmation. And hit frappe over and over and over and over and over again. And you're just innocent in all of this. We got Intuitive Kev again. Final messages here, Spirit. Wow. We got the World card coming out. Obsessed. The Ten of Wands. Wow, I was going to say the Ten of Wands. The Knight of Wands. This person could have been vibing in a very lustful energy. That's probably why we saw promiscuity, because the the King of Wands, you know, sometimes they are a very sexual energy. It's not in reverse, right? But it is under the Knight of Cups in reverse with the Five of Swords, you know. So maybe they love bomb the hell out of you, and then they sex you crazy. And that ties in everything, you know. And yeah, they think like that way she's never going anywhere. All I gotta do is tell her that she's pretty, tell her that I love her, take her into the bedroom, rock her world, and she'll be cool with that. And I'll be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Okay? And this parental and this ex, they were plotting against you, honey, for real. But this parental dude, like, wow. I'm hearing, I'm going down. Yeah, they're going down. We got divine partner here. You know how I said that this ex could have been getting warned by the divine, and the divine guidance is in reverse and false person is right up, right? I feel like they didn't believe it. It's like if the divine was like, if you keep doing that, you're going to lose your spot, and it's going to be over with. It's going to be done and over with for your ass. And they're like, okay, sure. They never saw it coming. At no point in time did they see this coming, that you were going to be receiving somebody else. And like I said in yesterday's video, they got played by this parental. Okay? They got played. You're going to be moving on to calmer waters, because all this is getting exposed. Like, whoever this parental is, they are going down for show. And whoever this ex is, they're going down as well. How? I don't know. I mean, shoot, they could be the one calling you from jail. Because the other one, for this factory that they had going on, they for sure going to jail. They'll probably, yeah, their trash box. They for sure going to jail. But I don't know, the Fool. You took a leap of faith and dipped out on this motherfucker, whoever they were. Yeah, because we got the Hermit, Ten of Swords, Intuition, the Fool. You got sick of it. You got sick of it. You're like, dude, it's not about humping 24/7. And it's not about, you know what I'm saying, 10,000 flowers all up in my face. That doesn't mean anything. What about conversation? What about talking about the future and this and that and the other? Right? Like a real relationship. And this person never wanted to have that. Never was trying to have that. Right? So you're like, okay, well then I got to go. I got to go. With that Fool card, you took a leap of faith. The King of Pentacles. And we got the King and Queen of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. I'm telling you, you come with money. And maybe because this parental wasn't able to, like I said, meet their deadline, right, towards when they had to take it from you. Now it's almost like they extended their deadline with this karmic masculine. And this parental is like, bro, you better fucking do this. You better do this. If you're trying to be that King of Pentacles, right? If you're trying to take that money from the collective, you better do this shit. But I know, Layla, at no point in time did they see that you were gonna fly out of their hands. Like they just lost control. We got twin flame flying here. So this could be a fallen twin flame. Okay, this ex. 2 more cards so we can go, please. 2 more cards so we can go. Another thing I'm getting, the Hierophant. The 6 of Cups. You could have been married to this person. Okay? And I feel like there's like something that you don't know about this marriage. Okay? There's like a contract that maybe you don't know about and your ex has something to do with it. Okay? Fuck, and I forgot what else I was going to say right now. Because I was just about to say it and then I got another download like literally right as I was thinking that. Let's see if it comes back. Okay, thank you, Spirit. With this fake person, divine guidance in reverse, and divine partner, I do feel like maybe at one point this karmic masculine was like in between, right? Because we have false person, right? But they have the good side and the bad side. And I feel like it's not that they were a false person per se when they met you. It's just they weren't as dark, okay? They weren't as dark. And then you came into their lives. And again, the juicy fish, right? So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? So they just became dark, okay? And they stopped listening to divine guidance. They stopped listening to divine guidance. And so therefore they became karmic instead of divine. So they lost their own, they fucked up their contract. They fucked it up. I forgot what was that. Oh, the 6 of Cups, right? And the Hierophant. Yeah, they fucked up their contract. They fucked it up. They did it. Bro, I can't make it up. What did I say? Juicy fish. I can't make it up. Yeah, they fucked it up. That's why it's going under divine partner. Like I said, they might have not been dark as hell when they met you, but with your light, with your energy, the energy that you carry, you know, makes motherfuckers like this lose their shit. and do dumb shit. And so this person eventually went over to the dark side, okay? And by doing that, they sliced their contract in half that they had with you. And they're stuck to whoever this parental is, to whatever it is that they did. They're stuck to that. They're bound to that. And it is what it is. Okay? Yeah, look, they were in collaboration. The Three of Pentacles. Okay? And again, yeah, I always tell you, Seven of Pentacles, this always gives me like ancestor. Okay? You come with money. And they're just like spying to see if you already got it. If you already got this new partner. Yeah. You're just out here rejecting motherfuckers, want nothing to hear from these people. We got the Lover. Well, guys, I hope you like your reading. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, bye.